Time for another 3-round mock draft, team-by-team coverage here in the Sportsocracy. The San Francisco 49ers, what are they going to do in the 2023 NFL Draft, Flostradamus?
Well, they're going to wait a real long time.
Well, I mean...
Like, first 2 days of the draft, it's just sitting around, twiddling his thumbs. Then, when you get on the board, it's like, oh, shit! We got a lot of stuff to do here in a very short period of time.
All right, you got 3 picks at the back end of the 3rd round.
They have 3 of the last 4 picks in day 2. This is a team that I don't feel like has a ton of needs. It's one of the best rosters in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not a ton of deficiency. The thing is that you're going to have to get – I'm not going to say cute. You're not picking them back in the 3rd round. So if you're going in going, we have to have a corner, good luck with that. Because I'm going to tell you, you're not going to be one.
Well, this is a good chance for them to add some of those developmental depth pieces that they're so good at.
Ironic you said that, because that's exactly what I did.
At number 100, the San Francisco 49ers will select
Wanya Morris, offensive tackle, Oklahoma. I think this kid can come in and start right tackle right away. In terms of physical talent, just God-given ability to play this game, he might be the best offensive lineman in this draft.
So why does nobody take him till the 3rd round?
Because his technique is really lazy. He started at Tennessee, winds up at Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
The technique never got better, ever. He needs somebody that is going to coach him up. But the flashes on him, I'm not sure that he lasts this long. He should. On sheer tape alone, he should last this long. And San Francisco would be a great fit because he's going to be the right side with Trent Williams learning how to be a pro.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that and you have somebody that can really coach this kid up and get some of the mental lapses. The problem with Wanya Morris is he's one of those that's been the best player on every field he's ever played on. So he never had to. It was, I'm just going to run through you because I am way friggin' better than you. And then he capped. Now, I have heard there are a lot of teams that are very interested in him and really like him, and he may go higher than I think. His ideal fit is with San Francisco. He is a plug-and-play right tackle right now, and I'll be honest with you, could ultimately end up as your Trent Williams replacement 2 or 3 years down the line. That's how just sheerly talented this kid is. But the tape is maddening at times.
With the 102nd pick of the NFL Draft.
Well, there's one school that Jeremy's really attached to. May have spent a minute or two there. Oh, country roads, baby. Let's go. Bryce Ford Wheaton, wide receiver out of West Virginia.
I ran one of the fastest ran one of the fastest 40s at the combine.
4.38 at 6'4", 220. And I'll be honest with you, I really like the tape on him. He's maddening in terms of what he has in just given gifts.
Mm-hmm.
You would think this kid would be an absolute dog in the run game. He's not. He does one thing really, really, really well. He can high point a ball,
mm-hmm.
and when he gets it in his hands, bad things can happen.
Yep.
For defenses. He's just so unreliable. There were times that, obviously, went to West Virginia, so I know this school quite well. There was never a time that I didn't watch him and go, that kid is an NFL player.
Mm-hmm.
That never happened. But there would be times where I would go, Jesus Christ, that kid's so much better than he plays. And I don't know if it could be a mental thing of West Virginia was not very good. The just revolving door at quarterback.
Yeah.
Watch the Pitt tape.
That was the thing. I never felt like his quarterback play was good enough to make him stand out for what he truly is.
And that's the thing that bothers me is there was talent. He never made any of them better consistently because he was the only weapon that they could really count on. And there were games, like the one I mentioned against Pitt, where you look at him and go, that is the best receiver in this draft, and it's not close. But then that disappears for 4 games. So I really like the fit in this San Francisco offense and how this would look. I don't think this kid's making it out of the second day because there's so many receivers in this draft that are 5'10", $185, and then you get this big physical freak of nature. And he's so violent at the point of the catch. There's a lot to like here. There's just maddeningly inconsistent tape.
All right, and then at 103.
Well, those first two kids, I said, there's a lot of maddeningly inconsistent tape. The difference with the first two and the last guy, there's a whole damn lot of it with those first two. Mike Morris, he's an edge to me. A lot of people call him a linebacker. He'd be a big damn linebacker out of Michigan. In his entire career, he didn't play 700 snaps.
And he's 6'5", 275 pounds.
He ran a 4.95, so he's not – I don't get where people are seeing linebacker. A lot of people think he's going to stand up in a 3-4. I don't see that anyway. I think he is a stereotypical San Francisco 49er 4-3 end. Samson Abukum type of replacement because his hands are just violent. And I think he can come in and rush a passer right away. I'm not sure he can do anything else. And now I think in time he could be developed into a 3-down defensive end. He's not there yet. And he's super raw. And you see it sometimes in the tape of where he gets wild. Pursuit angles get off, and he wants to make the home run play every snap of the football. And you got to learn at some point that you can't do that. And sometimes his effort would be so high that he would take himself out of the play.
Right.
And he's raw. I mean, I'm one of the rawest players in this draft. When he came out, I was dumbfounded. I thought for sure there was no shot in hell he was not coming back to school. And now I think he's learning why. Because he didn't test particularly well. And there's so little tape that it's easy when you start seeing guys that do run the fast 40 or throw up a ton on the bench press or whatever the case may be. They just pass you. Because I have more tape of them for me to fall in love with them than I do with you. And so it's easy for you to get pushed down the board.
All those compensatory picks for the San Francisco 49ers here paying off with an offensive tackle, a wide receiver, and a defensive lineman.
That's a haul of talent. If you like these picks, if you don't like these picks, if you just want to call me a big mulleted moron and sing country roads at me, feel free to do that in the comments. I answer all of those. We will have 2 more 7-round mock drafts, the A-plus mocks starting tomorrow. That is where I take all of your picks, all of the players that have been in your building, all the players I'm told you really like, and I make an A-plus draft haul for you in a vacuum. So you'll see some players multiple times. You'll see some players not at all. Then we will have my actual projection of the 2023 NFL Draft that will come out the week of the draft. That is also my entry into the media contest, leading up to every pick live April 27th in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yep, and we will be live in the Ingles studio for every bit of it. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends as well, and subscribe to the channel for all your Draftmas season content. We'll see you next time.